Well, hello to everyone. Welcome to the call tonight. Our webinar. My last degree was in business administration with an information technology management specialization. And you know what? It was perfect for all those years when I was working in the college teaching arena. And now, let me just mute everything here. Because it kept me inspired with legal, medical, English, as well as machine stenography, and I have this insatiable desire to keep learning. Therefore, when cryptocurrency came around, as well as network marketing, I was all ears and ready to learn. However, like many of people that I know, we were kind of surprised by what Bitcoin and everything else represented. So we are going to learn some basics tonight, and one of the things that we are not including in tonight's webinar is the video that we've been doing on the basics of cryptocurrency. My internet is scheduled to be upgraded, and once that happens, we will resume doing that. But we are going to be having a special guest on this evening, so we want to make sure that we move along with our presentation so that we allow plenty of time for questions and answers with a Board of Directors member of FourCount. So our goal here tonight, and before we get started here with looking at the details of FourCount, some of the emails that were sent out today indicated that yes, Cash App can really make things much easier here. We're going to mention that at the top of this presentation because in the second quarter of the year, which just recently ended, the payments company Square said that they made $125 million in Bitcoin sales through their Cash App, which nearly doubled their record first quarter. And the reason I bring that up is because even though we all have wallets or should have wallets where we can keep things, it can be extremely easy these days to obtain one of the things that you will probably want to have in order to have a fully functioning FourCount account. We'll be focusing on the company coin, that is the Mindex coin, but also many people in the company do want to upgrade their accounts so that they can be trading with Bitcoin also. And the Cash App is extraordinarily an easy way to do that. So what Jack Dorsey said, who actually was also the co-founder of Twitter, he said, "We love you, Bitcoin," is what he said to his investors the other day. And I think you're going to not only love it, but you're going to love what you see here in this presentation, because FourCount, they really are pioneers on cryptocurrency trade. And you know what? I can see that the slide is not changing, and it did just before we started. For those who were early to the presentation tonight, they could see that the slide was changing. Let me go back, and we'll bring it up again and see if it wants to behave itself. Hang on. Okay. I don't know if there's something that goes on when we change the time that the presentation starts or what. But let me try one more item, because I was just, we had a few people on when I was switching the screens to show you exactly what
I don't see anything, Joyce.
I know.
Oh.
Do you see the FourCount screen or not?
Yes, I see it, Joyce.
Oh, you do? Okay. Well, you know what? I just minimized it completely, and I will need to bring it up again. One moment. And you can't see the other opening screen now either. Is it sharing yet? It's not, is it?
We see, no,
No.
we just see
Yeah.
that it's a meeting going on, and we see
Yeah.
how many participants are there.
Mm-hmm.
Hey, Joyce, if you can get the screen shared or whatever, let's go into the Q&A. If anyone
We could
has,
do that. Sure. Absolutely.
we'll
Brian,
start.
that is fine. And Brian, if you want to, I don't know if you want to go into an account or not. Yeah, this was working just fine at the beginning.
Am I able to share the
Yeah.
screen from my end?
Hang on one moment. You certainly might be able to. Can you take that control or not?
Let me see if it'll let me. No, I cannot because
Okay.
you sharing.
Okay. Okay, hang on one second. Try it now. Is it letting you?
Okay, now it's saying Joyce has started screen sharing. It's not letting me do it. So
Really? Okay. Well, I apologize if I. Yeah.
Oh, there we go. We see the four count. We see the four
Okay.
count slide again now,
Okay.
Joyce.
you
Okay.
can continue, Joyce, if you want to from there, and then I'll just
Sure. Okay.
afterwards.
Oh, right. Well, you know what? I apologize for these technical things because this was checked this afternoon. I did a little brief recording to make sure that it was going to work properly. And I guess in spite of the fact that I did some online teaching and never had anything like this happen with the PowerPoint multiple times a day, and this is the Zoom these days does not like to cooperate with me. Okay, so we'll all be pioneers on cryptocurrency trade. And what we look at when we go to ForeCount, because there are a lot of experienced users from the cryptocurrency world who are on the call, is that this company has been around since 2015. And for some of us, that makes a great deal of difference because we have seen some companies come and go for all kinds of reasons, but never anything as sophisticated as what we are offering here with ForeCount. As you will see on the screen right now, Ethereum, Litecoin, Dash, and now Mindex Coin are the currencies that they have been trading for their clients for exponential growth in your earnings. And what Brian will touch on later, I'm sure, is the fact that this is a completely decentralized system. And what that means for you, as it mentions here, there is no attachment to centralized banks or governments. And that is why when you do register and you live in this country, you register for North America. And all payments and transactions are made through digital protocols, which means through cryptocurrency. There's a lot of privacy involved with all of this, and what you will find out through various payment processors is that there's some sophistication here which you might find quite welcome. We will not touch on every single item of the ecosystem, but you can tell there's a lot going on here. We will touch on the Linea card because that is one way that you can maximize your earnings when you withdraw. Bitcoin Cash was added last month. We're looking very forward to more details about the Ibilitera, which will be the brick and mortar places for cryptocurrency banking, and those are planned for major cities. Wow Movie is a new thing. Dash is what they were trading a couple months ago, but still do if you have Dash, and you are welcome to bring over your cryptocurrencies that the company would be glad to trade for you. We'll touch on Xforks in a moment. But the primary attention here will be given to Mindex Coin and 4Count and the Ben's Club. Let's look at the timeline briefly and quickly for 4Count. 2015, creation and launch. Their network marketing in March of 2017. And let's look at how the progression was with other coins that they do trade for their clients. Ethereum, Litecoin, the career plan of Ben's Club started in January 2018. They do also mining services for their clients. Dash in 2018. This is something that's very popular, the launch of the 4Count Vegas digital casino. CX, the e-commerce site, 4Count University will be back up soon. They're making adjustments because of all the new things that were just added. Direct trade with USD BTC, and that is where many people do want to upgrade right now. The Linea card launch in April, Lotto bids, Mindex Coin launch, trade launch, because you'll find out in just a moment the Mindex Coin has been around for a while, which is a good thing. Bitcoin Cash was just added for direct trade, and the WoW movie. And as we take a look at the 4Count structure, and as we just did with that ecosystem, there is a complete platform for cryptocurrencies, entertainment, education, e-commerce. So since 2015, they have been evolving into a very wonderful service for their clients, and they are trading their own company coin, the Mindex coin. There are 12 services available to 4Count users, and we will take a look at those. Mindex Coin Trade. This is where you start as a client for 4Count. This is an automated trading service. We will look at the earnings that you can receive with that. Direct trade with Bitcoin. We'll look at the exact type of operation that is, depending on the size of the packages that you purchase. Direct trade with Bitcoin Cash, another automated trade service. 4Count Vegas, sports betting platform. The Linea card. This is an international card, and because it is shipped from overseas, there's a little shipping cost there, and there is a cost to it. And you'll find out why, because it does allow you to do some movement of cryptocurrencies within that card and still use the card around the world. Ben's Club, some definite details about that coming up in a moment, because there are rewards and bonuses that come with that. Lotto bids, if you like the lottery, there's daily, weekly, and monthly prizes, so that's an exciting thing for many people. The CX e-commerce site, whether you're looking for items of clothes or other things, you can use your internal balance at the CX e-commerce site. 4Count University will be back up really soon here. 4Count Alliance, here we're talking about Xforks, this partnership. One of the big wallets in the marketplace where you can store up to 9 cryptocurrencies, and you notice that is on a smartphone, so it makes things very easy to handle. 4Count events, there's a big one coming up in Miami at the end of the month, and Brian may be touching on that too. The next one after that is in South Korea, so this is, as we said, an international company. WoW movie, look at this, 1,800 high-definition channels, and we'll look at a few details about that in a moment. But again, Mindex Coin is one of the main things we'll stress, because you must have a package of Mindex Coin in order to be truly involved with the company. And what I always like to say is, if you look at some of the other companies you may have been associated with, their company coins or tokens ended up to be figments of imagination. This is not. It has been around since 2017 as its initial coin offering. It does have its own blockchain, which is also unique. Mindex Pay and Mindex Wallet are associated with your accounts. You use the same username and password, and Brian will probably touch on the ease of using those too. But in addition to Mindex Coin being relevant, it is on some popular exchanges, Digifinex, IDAX, recently added to P2, PB, 2B, and other global exchanges will be added very soon. Looking at the timetable, a little more in detail for Mindex Coin. Again, 2017, it started. Launched on exchanges, 2018. Listed on CoinMarketCap. That is significant also, because there are many, many cryptocurrencies, and not all of them are listed there. Mindex Wallet launch of its own blockchain technology. The airdrop pool system is for the more sophisticated users, and we'll have Brian tell us about that one day too. And the launch of the IDEX exchange also this year, and Digifinex, and also another one over here. So there is definitely movement with what Mindex Coin is doing with the company, and having automated trade makes it easy for you. You do earn 1% to 2% of your earnings with daily trade, which is Monday through Friday for Mindex Coin. It does vary according to your package. And the interesting thing here, and we'll stress it now, no matter what the current trading value is of Mindex Coin, you still get paid 5 cents for your coins, and you can see that when you are in your back office. There are many sizes of packages that you can have. On this particular screen, they range from 500 all the way up to 80,000 Mindex Coin. We'll look at the other things that change with the size of the package. 1% daily trade return on this screen up to 1.2. The binary, should you choose to share this with other people and have someone that you personally referred to on your left and on your right of your organization, you do get a benefit from that. And it ranges from 4% from that initial deposit all the way up to 8% on this particular screen. The direct indication is the terminology that 4Count uses for direct sponsoring of someone. And we see here that 4 to 8. The WOW movie licenses given, they are going to vary a lot here depending on what screen we're looking at, and it may be a little difficult to read the bottom of the screen, which does say for each $50 in trade you receive 1 Ben's Club point. And we're going to be mentioning those Ben's Club points as we go through because of the bonuses that are attached to them. And there are other packages besides these. There are intermediate packages if you are upgrading this particular page. And notice the beautiful colors on the coins. That does correspond to what you see in your back office too. Here they go all the way up to 60,000 Mindex Coin, and the daily trade up to 1.4%, the binary up to 10%, and also with the direct indication. And look how many WOW movie licenses are here. And this isn't all. There's one more screen of packages, and these start here from 70,000 Mindex Coin all the way up to 3 million Mindex Coin. And what I know Brian will touch on when we have him do some Q&A for us is the fact that there is a great expectation for the value of Mindex Coin increasing, and therefore being able to buy packages at a fairly low price right now is a very much to your advantage. The binary here, 10 to 12%, direct indication, same thing, and look at how many licenses are a possibility for someone who has the 3 million Mindex Coin. Going to the residual trade next. This is a bonus, and if you are binary qualified and are building a business, there is a fee which comes out of the earnings that you have from your trade, and the earnings that you do receive are 1% all the way up to the 30th level. So there's something significant here with how the residual trade will work for you. Also, 10% of all earnings in Mindex Coin can be used for the 4Count Vegas casino platform, the CX e-commerce, and the lotto bids, and the WOW movies. And speaking of the 4Count and WOW movie, there is a great variety, as you would expect, with over 1,800 channels, whether it's movies, series, documentaries, everything in one place that you will have access to. And it's not just for people who are in 4Count. You can also have people who are not pay $19 a month, but 4Count users can pay $15 a month. And what we are looking for, and Brian will have soon, is more clarification on the signature payment of $199 for the WOW movies. But again, it's another way to increase your income, and you do have a license to resell it if you do engage in the WOW movie part of the company. 4-count and X-Forks. We mentioned this before with this wallet on a smartphone. 9 of the biggest cryptocurrencies. You'll be able to make some changes on your phone with this particular access to that app. Direct trade with USD BTC. This is, I would say, the second most popular item because of how you can design your own income, which was the slide we were looking at before we started tonight. And direct trade, again, it's automated, and you do have to have a MindX coin package in order to be in this direct trade, but it is paid. It does trade for you Monday through Saturday. You can withdraw Monday through Friday. Expect that might take about up to 72 hours. A minimum amount to withdraw is $100, and those receiving deadlines and the minimum amount to withdraw also carry through to the other parts of the company too. A couple more details about the direct trade USD BTC. This is done in increments of $100. And as we said before, down here in the fine print, you do have to have one MindX coin package. And a very important point, and this carries across the whole company too, the earning limit for the amount invested is 200%, whether it comes from trade or unilevel or residual, and that does apply to your other things too, like your MindX coin. So if you happen to put in $100 in direct trade BTC, you would get 1% a day. If you put in over $50,000, you do get more in your earnings. There's a direct indication bonus. For example, if you bring in someone who brings in $100 to their particular account for direct trade, you would get $5 and so forth on these different levels. And the Ben's Club points, again, these are important. For every $100 in BTC trade, you do receive 2 Ben's Club points. If it's the higher amount, then there's more. And this is also a very exciting screen. If you understand what the sentence says at the top, you will receive a bonus on the daily direct trade earnings of your indicated users. That's the residual bonus. So if you bring in someone who does put in X amount of money, you'll earn 3% of what they earn. And the first time that you're going to see these graduation levels, and these will be important on our Ben's Club slides, when we see all these diamond levels that one can reach to. But the residual bonus does vary depending on what is in the packages. Direct trade, Bitcoin Cash was just added, and it being a very popular cryptocurrency, again, the withdrawal limits are sort of similar. If it's 0.5 Bitcoin Cash to withdraw in about the same amount of time, but again, a daily sort of trade on that, and a similar sort of earnings, 1% a day on 1 Bitcoin Cash up to 150, and if it's over that, it's 1.25. And again, this does refer to the direct indication bonus of someone that you would bring in who is trading with the Bitcoin Cash. And again, to enter direct trade, the user must have one MindX coin package. And again, that earning limit of 200%. So some of these terms and conditions we've touched on already, such as it's necessary to have one MindX coin package to be in the direct trade. You expect that first trade will take a little while before it's activated. The direct trade, both the BTC and BCH, you can request this Monday to Friday. The MindX coin withdrawal is a little bit different, and I trust that might be a question that is asked of Brian in just a few moments. The daily direct trade will be paid in Bitcoin. Now, this would make sense if it's the Bitcoin trading, right? And that is trading for you Monday to Saturday. The direct trade Bitcoin Cash, Monday to Friday. $100 increments or 1 Bitcoin Cash in order to start the direct trade with those. That earning limit of 200%. And you might be wondering, well, what happens after it earns 200%? A couple of things happen here before you reach the 200%. With especially your Mindex coin packages, you get a little warning that you are about to lose your bonuses because you're going to get bypassed because you've already earned 200%. And this is, I think, a good thing, that you are asked to make a decision. Do you want to take some out? Do you want to roll it over? What do you want to do? Not just have it be not any involvement from you in directing how you want your account to be traded and progress. Direct indication earnings are valid for those who do have direct trade on these things being active. Residual earnings, you do want direct trade. And there is not a residual bonus on the Bitcoin Cash like there is on the Bitcoin part, direct trade. The minimum amount to withdraw, $100. We've covered that. And 10% of the earnings on direct trade do go to the network payments. And we've talked a little bit here about the Ben's Club. So let's look and see why this will be of interest to many people. First of all, how do you progress and reach those graduation levels, which we saw on the right-hand side of that one screen? With Mindex Coin Trade, for every $50, 1 Ben's Club point. Fork Out Vegas, for every $100, 1 Ben's Club point. Lotto Bids, same thing. Every $100, 1 Ben's Club point. For every $100 in direct trade, Bitcoin, 2 Ben's Club points, unless you are putting in more. The Bitcoin Cash, 1 Ben's Club point for every Bitcoin Cash that is in trade for you. For every license for the WoW movie, 1 Ben's Club point. So you can see where the relationship marketing certainly can add up. And now we're going to look at some of the qualifications that are needed for the Ben's Club. And on this particular screen, you see everything from Sapphire all the way up to Founder Diamond, and you see the number of points that are required to be obtained 2 consecutive months to receive the bonus. And you're wondering, what's the bonus? Hang on, we'll have that in just a moment. For Sapphire, it's 50 points. But after that point, you will see additional qualifications down here, which really does mean, you will want to be working with your team in order to help them advance and give them guidance and direction also. But let's see why you might want to achieve these. For Sapphire, the monthly bonus is $400. Ruby, $600. Emerald, $800. And there's much, much more here as we move to the Diamond Club. On this particular screen, $1,000 to $5,000 to the Platinum Diamond. Then there is the Elite Club, which has from $15,000 to $30,000 for the President Diamond. And then look at this. The screen will change here. The monthly bonus for the Founder Diamond is $100,000 a month. I understand that has been achieved, so that is an amazing thing to dream about. Salvador Molina, you may have, if you are an account holder now, you probably have seen him in your back office because he has recorded several different news items for people. He's been in the cryptocurrency arena for quite some time, but especially with sales and negotiations for the last 20 years. So a lot of knowledge. Prior to being named the 4Count CEO, he was the sales manager. And if you read this quote, you will see that he is definitely a person who wants input from the people who are involved with the company. And we've seen that happen already, particularly those of us who are English-speaking users, where whether the dollar sign appeared or whether it didn't, to give us a clue of how things were progressing with the whole company to make it easier for us. 1% of profits are allocated to charity institutions. And we definitely have something very special here. And Brian, I'm hoping that you can perhaps open up an account to answer some questions, but we definitely want to hear what questions the people in the group have. I know questions that I get on a daily basis involve things they see in the back office, but I think, Brian, we do want to know, how did you find out about this? Were you looking for anything?
No, not particularly at the time it wasn't, but it just kind of creeped up on me. And, you know, with me being a master trader and understanding cryptocurrency, I just went to a conference in Houston, and I met these guys, and these guys remember me from network marketing, from being involved in the energy space, and they knew I built teams, and they wanted me to come on board, and I was like, no, I'm not interested in doing nothing like that. And from there, it just progressed, and they told me what they wanted to do for me, and they did everything they said they were going to do, and I started out. And it just blew up, from there. And after the Vegas event in May, it's been majorly, I guess you can say, it's been a major journey to really helping people and seeing people get what they want out of an industry that a lot of people lost a lot of money in. And Count, in my opinion, is the leader because of our leader, which is Francis Silva, the owner of the company. And the owner of the company with his relationships and with everything he done put together, has put together an amazing company, and he's steady evolving. Every day you see different things happening in the back office that, that we are growing and we evolving into what's going to be the next ecosystem that's going to really travel all over the world. And once the habiliteros hit the market, the brick and mortar facilities, is going to really open up the door for Mindex really to just take off to a whole nother level. So that's why I'm just advising everyone to get the packages while it's low. As being a trader, it's two main rules: buy low, sell high. And right now it's the lowest it's going to get. So, everybody need to purchase as big as packages as they can get now, because in the long run, they're going to see some major, major increase in their pocketbooks for his crypto. And so, that's the main reason I've been pushing to get larger packages. Now, are there any questions for me before I see if I can open up Joyce screens? Because I heard there was a lot of things, and I apologize. I've been dealing with a lot of family stuff, so I haven't been available, but I'm going to start getting back into the flow, being on the call with Joyce once a week, and being on the call with Pastor Steve once a week as well. So we're going to start having more back office trainings and some other different things going to be coming up. But they're going to be announced as we go from the leaders. But whoever have questions or whatever, concerns, feel free to ask me whatever.
Greetings, Brian. How are you? It's Princess.
Yes, ma'am.
How you doing?
How you doing? I'm doing fine.
Good. Okay. So yeah, I wanted to look in the back office at the statement, the section called statement. So when you get into the back office and you click on the box that says Mindex coin, the gray button at the bottom of that box that says Mindex coin.
Mm-hmm.
Get into there. Well, there's a button that says statement once you get to your account. So there's a wallet. And then there's inside the wallet, it'll tell you the amount. I did speak with Joyce about this earlier today, and I even told her that if she wanted to, you're more than welcome to open this up and kind of use this as an example to kind of show everybody so that they can also get an understanding of the back office, so they can see what we're talking about. So people won't be out there kind of like wondering, well, what are they talking about? And they don't have it in front of them. You're welcome to open it up.
Joyce, can you give me control of your screen?
Well, it's showing that I have.
Come out of screen sharing. Come off of your screen sharing. Stop your share.
Okay.
And Brian, let me know when you're ready, and I'll just give you all my login information. Or maybe,
Yeah, I know what
maybe I should just put it up on my screen and let me see.
No, that's fine. I'm gonna go because
Okay.
Or Joyce, instead of sharing, you have my login information. That way, I don't have to put my login information out there.
You don't. Yeah, you don't want to.
I got it.
If you can go ahead, Joyce, and just log on.
Well, I think he's got control now. Okay.
Oh, okay.
I got control.
Yep.
Okay. Well, I don't have it up on the screen, so I was just thinking. Let me put it up on the screen.
No, he'll log into an account.
Okay.
Yeah, I'm logging into mine. Y'all can
Yeah.
kind of understand.
Okay.
Can you off the screen? Okay.
Yep, we can see.
Yeah.
I see you're doing something that you're in. Something is in the works. So.
Okay, here we go. Now, when you look at the accounts, as y'all see, we just added something else, the Mindex coin rental, and then that's going to be a very interesting thing. That's why I've been telling people, get as big as Mindex packages as you can. Now, I will go into that later because I got to get some clarity from Warren Carlos on that before I bring that up. But, this is why I'm telling people they need to get as much Mindex coin as possible because of this. This is going to be a very strong tool for us if you have a lot of Mindex coins. So, but the thing is, like you said, when you go to Mindex coin, you see I have 100,000 Mindex coin package right here.
Right. And see what I did is I clicked on that gray box, that gray button down at the bottom below that line, that white line. Yes, and I got that part right there. Well, if you click on that gray button that says statement C, because I'm only looking to see to see if I can understand everything that's inside that orange box right there. So if you click on when I clicked on statement, so here's what I was looking at earlier, and Joyce and we were discussing this. And okay, so the balance forward, this is what you have. And if you click on that little I right there, that actually, do you see the I in the green box? Yes, balance, that tells you what you're able to withdraw. And then that number 6704.00, that is what that 192 translates into in MIC coin, correct?
Yes.
In my wallet. Now, total earning. Excuse me. Total earnings 108051.71. This is the amount that is being explain this to me. Okay, explain this to me. This is where my understanding begins to break down.
Oh, okay, well, this is your total earnings. Because like I said, when you go down here, you see, like I paid for some people's orders with my Mindex. You see, and that's what I use mine for because I do a lot of like when people want to get their coin upgraded or whatever, I use from my internal balance and I pay for orders. Because when you look at this, because you see I got a lot of pages where I pay for orders. You see, you paying for orders, upgrading, and all this stuff like that. So, I'm using coins internally to pay for people's orders.
Right.
So, that's what this is for. That's why all the money I've used from here in Mindex, what I pay for orders, and then this is what I have left that I can pull in there if I want to.
Okay.
But you see, I use a lot of mine for helping the team grow.
Right, I understand.
Because I got bigger packages. And see, the thing is, that's why I tell you guys, the bigger the package you have, the more you can help your team. When team need to come in, you can pretty much help facilitate that because you got a lot more Mindex coins. Like these smaller packages, they're like, they all right, but you're not making a lot of Mindex coins every day because like when you go back, like let me go back to over here.
Because see, now what I'm going to ask you about before you do that too is the gray box right underneath of that green box. But anyway, go ahead. We'll come back to it. Because I really want to
It's 1,300 coins. I make 1,300 coins every day with 100,000 packs.
Okay.
So that's $65 a day.
Mm-hmm.
Now, if you look at the cost of that, that's a nickel you're getting from internally in for account, like what we said. When you get the linear card, you're able to pull out that money at that. But when you send that money back to the exchange, it depreciates because it goes down to what the exchange is offering.
Okay.
And so that's why I tell people you use your Mindex coin for your 401 until you get the linear card. Now, once you get the linear card, because now I might be jumping around real quick, but I'm going to show y'all this. Once you go back, you click back office.
Okay.
Then when you click back office, you go to linear card. When you go down here to linear card right here, when you click linear card, and your linear card come up,
Mm-hmm.
you see I've already ordered my linear card.
Right.
See right there, I've already ordered it. See card shipping
Right.
is already paid. So I'm already got my linear card coming. And see, once that linear card gets to me, I'm going to have access to everything in my back office. Direct trade. You know, direct trade in here is generating $229 in this particular position because I got multiple positions. This is one of them. And, you know, like with that, with this here, you can withdraw. Like, let me show y'all this. Like when you go
like
here,
a regular
request
credit
new
card.
withdrawal. Yeah, exactly. You go to withdraw. See, like right now, I can withdraw $29.53, but I can't do it until it hits $100.
And you
So
know,
see, I've
this
been
is
using my direct credit.
right. And this is really good because as I'm listening, what I'm thinking, Brian, is that this prevents us from having a taxable event when it comes to changing our MIC coin to Bitcoin in order to get CASS USD. And not to be funny,
Sure.
but you know that it's a taxable event whenever you change cryptocurrency back into USD. This is just a way, the linear card, from my understanding, is just a way to basically avoid that taxable event. And which makes sense because it's totally
Yeah, because it's decentralized. It's decentralized, exactly. You know, Social
decentralized.
Security
Exactly.
numbers.
This is decentralized. That's just exactly what I was getting ready to say. Yep. Makes sense. Okay. I'm on board with you.
And then see from here, you withdraw here, but see, I've been using them to upgrade packages. So like you see, like right here, as people go in to direct trade, you see all the bonuses you getting, and and then see debit to pay residual, and all this stuff. You're getting all your fees coming in here for everybody that coming into direct trade. So and then all that accumulates through here, and then like I said, you have that, and then you also have your Dash. Well, the people that was involved with Dash have that as well. And like, see this in this particular position. And then the thing is, what you want to do in the binary aspect of it, you make sure you try to balance your binary. Open this, I don't usually do this because it's not about how I build, but it's to kind of give y'all an example of something. Because now you see how my binary is building. I got 1 million coins on the left, and I got 1 million coins on the right. You see that?
I see.
And you see I'm an emerald. And the thing is, that's an extra $800 every month on the 20th of the month from the Benz Club. And you make that money every month on the 20th. On the 20th, they put that money in your back office for Benz Club. And then, as you see, like right now, I'm kind of lopsided because this month, since this August, it just started, my right leg took off a little bit faster than this leg because I got a lot of people coming in with bigger packages. Because I got people at 250,000 packages and all this type of stuff. But over here, this leg is just beginning over here. You see? So, but like I said, this is the key to build, like I said, uniform. Now, this is my third position right here. And as you see, there's a 100,000 mic package, and you see my points on the left and the points on the right in my total lifetime like that. And I'm an Emma. Now I'm going to show you a difference or something. Now I'm going to go to my top position.
Now, I'm wondering, not to get off the subject, but while you go into your top position, what are you doing to get all these people?
What you mean?
What are you doing? What are you doing?
Everybody duplicating. The simplicity is like I told you, if everybody for 30 straight days to go get two, regardless of what package that they come in with, that don't matter. Get them in, let them see the system work, let them do a withdrawal in the direct trade and know it real, then it's over. Because they're going to go tell everybody it's a done deal. But everybody got to follow protocol.
Right.
Everybody, everything else will work. And then this the top is right here. And as you see, I got a smaller package here. I just got a 20,000 back here because I haven't really upgraded it because my other position took off like crazy. Because as you see in my network here, you can see I'm totally lopsided. And see, that's why I started working in my third position more. Now, during the dash, now this position was tan up. But when we went to Mindex, a lot of people on my left side haven't really took off like people on my right side have. And then I just opened up my third position. And when I opened it up, you know, I put a couple people in and they went nuts. And so it's like, it's been just blowing up ever since. But, okay, hold on. I don't know why my internet going so slow.
Yeah, because we're still on the network page where you have all the boxes. It hasn't switched from off of that page yet.
Still going slow. Hold on. Let me try to see if I can speed it up. Okay, let me come out of that. Let me see. Well, hopefully you can see how powerful this program is. A lot of people don't really understand it because they've been on this stuff that, you know, wasn't working. That's why I'm hoping everybody can get to Miami because you'll get a chance to meet Francis directly as well as Salvador and all these guys.
Did you ever check to see if they were going to be streaming that event?
I doubt it seriously because it's going to be all Spanish. But, you know, at the same time,
but they're going to be doing it in English too, right? I mean, so the English people can.
It's going to be translation. We're going to probably have headsets on. That's going to be the amazing thing, like it was in Vegas, probably. But we'll see how that's going to be once we
get. If they could do streaming, then that would be another alternative for the people who can't physically travel out there. We could still be a part of it, you know, online.
Well, I'm going to probably tell them about it. No?
Brian, one of the things I normally mention and did not tonight was the fact that there are thousands of people around the world who are in 4-count, but it has only recently come to the U.S. so that we are in an extraordinary position in order to build a business. If people can show that this is functioning, unlike some other things which aren't anymore, and the sophistication of this whole system is unique if people take a good close look. So yeah, it's a little different. A lot of people have lost a lot of money, and I think, Brian, you are definitely one person who has too in crypto before. And the fact that it is, and this will be touched on tomorrow night, there's some things out of Germany and Australia which are absolutely fascinating about the crypto world. And we do care because it is an international company, and world events like the tremors that shook the stock market today, you know, all these things affect what we're doing, and we do care, and we've got something unique here. So, Brian, we absolutely appreciate you showing us some of the finer points in the back office because this is different.
And see, like, this position here, I'm a Ruby in this position. You see, I'm a Ruby over here. This is my top position. But my third position is way faster than my top position. And so as you see how many points, I have over 3 million Mindex coins on my right side. You see, so this is like, so that's why I just said, man, forget this position. I'm just going to work down there. And that's what I've been doing to keep it balanced. Because when I was building the dash, I kept this position balanced. But then when I started building Mindex coin, when we started this in June, we took off. And see, this is how many points I got this month already. And it just been, you know, how many days this month? It's just been, today the 5th. In 5 days, I'd have put 3 million Mindex coin packages on my right side in 5 days. Yeah, you know, and that's with the team. You know, not me, but the team is doing like that, because majority, everybody that I've sponsored, they not doing nothing less than 100,000. That's a month. They do 100,000 in the Mindex package, and they put 1,000 in direct trade. That's the way I'm teaching. Everybody do 100,000 Mindex coin package minimal, and then everybody do $1,000 in direct trade. So that's what I'm teaching. Then you using your direct trade for your weekly money or your monthly money or whatever, and then you holding your money in Mindex until you get the linear card. I see a lot of people was making the price stay low is because when people were drawing on Thursday, what's happening is when they were drawing, they selling on the exchange and keeping the price low instead of holding it inside a 4 count. Use direct trade and use your cash flow money from direct trade. And see, that's why I'm teaching our team, so we gonna be good. So if everybody follow the instructions and do what I'm teaching them to do, it's gonna be a major increase, especially once Mindex starts to really take off. Because you gotta look at it as a trader, you got to buy low and sell high.
Right.
And see, a lot of people don't have that concept. They be like scared because the price is low, but you got to look at what Mindex going to evolve into.
That's what it's all about, is buying it when it's low.
Because see, when you look at this, when you go to MindexPay.com, there's some more education on what we evolving into. Look at that. Payment solution with cryptocurrencies. And this is where we go into with the Mindex coin. And see, there go the Mindex coin right there for businesses, and it's going to educate the people on cryptocurrency in these Terra franchises. See, the best payment solution for your business. And see, when the dollar, like you say, all this stuff happened in the stock and all this stuff, that don't matter in cryptocurrency, because the dollar runs everything. The dollar runs the whole world in a sense, because the dollar, if anything happens to that dollar, everything's going to fall for everybody financially. But that's why you protect yourself in cryptocurrency, because in cryptocurrency, it don't evolve by no dollar. You follow me?
Absolutely.
Because see, people not getting it, they concerned about stock and what this person say, what that person say, and all this stuff. These people don't have a clue on what's happening, and they're going to be left behind. All my money is in cryptocurrency. I don't have money in cash no more, very little. And I've invested high in cryptocurrency because I know where it's going. This is the currency of the future. It's the evolution. Because think about what we evolved from. We used to use cash. Then we went to the debit card. Then now we have Apple Pay, Zelle Pay, and all this other stuff. Now here come Mindex Pay. And you see what it say, connecting people and product, e-commerce, everything, the physical store. See, a lot of people don't understand what's happening with Mindex Coin. You see what I'm saying? And so that's what I'm saying. If you're getting in there and have as much of it as you can have, in 2 years, like Francis said, we all going to be billionaires. But we need to, you know. That's why I don't care what nobody says. I do what I need to do. And, you know, I'm the teacher to be very, you know, internal in doing this and making their money and making their investments wisely. You ain't got to invest anything, come invest everything. But while the price is down this low, you need to at least come in with $2,500 to $5,000 and get a bigger package. Then when you go to direct trade, you'll see, like my direct trade here is a little different than my other direct trade. Because in this one, this covers my whole team. See, in this one, you see, it done already made $623, you know, in this one. And see, I'd have got multiple times where I done doubled the money in these $100 increments. You see what I'm saying? Because of all the productivity that goes through. Then when you get ready to request a new withdrawal, you do request new withdrawal. Then as long as you have your Bitcoin wallet in here, you withdraw. See here, I got $27 I can withdraw. If I wanted to withdraw it right now, you click withdraw. This come up, you see my Bitcoin wallet right there. Then you just put how much you want to withdraw. If I want to do it all, I put the whole amount right there. Request the PIN comes to my email, put it right there, request it. The 127 will be in my wallet within 24, 48 hours. That's it.
Okay. All right.
The use balance of 127.72 popped up. You request PIN and go to my bam, request, bam, that's simple. And it goes to your wallet. That easy. Now this is your cash flow system here. Then I'm gonna open up one of my other accounts real quick. Is this helping y'all?
Oh, yes.
Yeah.
Yeah, well, thank you.
Yes. Anytime you open your mouth.
Definitely.
That's why I say everybody with these smaller packages and like wait line miles, yeah, you're paying $30-something. What difference that make? That's not gonna make you no money. If you in business to make money, you need to come on with it if you want to really make some money.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. Sure. Brian.
Yeah.
Yeah. John DeCourt, he just put up a notice about a Walmart coin. Are you familiar with what's going on with that?
With a what coin?
Walmart coin.
It's gonna be a lot of coins you're gonna see come out because of what's happening in the crypto space. That's why a lot of people don't really understand what's going on. But we really getting into the evolution of cryptocurrency where everybody's gonna have a coin eventually. But the thing is, if these coins and these tokens is not on an exchange, it don't make a difference on who they are. Just like Facebook got a coin.
Yeah.
You know? So that don't really matter. What matters is the purpose of what the coin is doing. Is the coin going to solve a problem? Or is the coin going to be something that everyone needs? That's the whole thing. Is it going to accomplish a need or is it going to solve a problem?
Yeah. On the call the other night, somebody asked you about how high you think the Mondex coin will go, and you mentioned $10. How did you come up with that figure?
Well, that's what they said at the event. Like I said, when y'all come to the event, because of the Abiliterras, and with the Abiliterra franchises coming to fruition, it's going to change the whole game because everybody's going to have a brick and mortar facility to go to. And when you're able to go to a brick and mortar facility like a Chase or Wells Fargo and do all your cryptocurrency business, it's going to change the whole dynamics of what's going on because people are going to really see it's real.
Yeah.
And then you're going to be able to get educated in there too. So that's going to be a big difference. That's why I was showing you that website that mine is going. I don't know why you don't want me to open up this other stuff. Oh, let me try one more time. Let me do this like this and see if I can get it to open.
And while you're doing that, I do want to bring up one thing I brought up at the very beginning of the call before I think we turned the recording on, and that is that we do have John here tonight who has done some extraordinary YouTube videos on various processes of how fork-out works, and those are going to be put up in our team website. That's one place, but also going out by email to the leaders if you haven't seen them yet. He's done some amazing work, and we thank John for sharing that with everyone.
Yeah. Thank you, John.
Yeah, you all are welcome. And and Brian, have you checked out? I think the recent video. I did it on the Mindex wallet. Yeah, once you get a chance.
Responding back to you. I'm sorry. Yeah, it's good. It's good.
Okay. Okay. Cool. All right. Well, I'll make sure I get it out there for everybody as well.
All right. Appreciate you, buddy.
All right. Appreciate you too for all you do. Thank you.
Okay.
Thank you, John.
Thank you. Thank you, everyone too.
Okay, here we go. I think I got it now. Okay. Boom. Okay, here we go. Now this is my 150,000 package. Now the 150,000 package, it works a little different because as you see, I just upgraded it from, this went from 50 to 100 to now it's at 150. That were 3 upgrades I've done over the last few days. And as you see, it's making $97 a day. That's 1,950 coins for 150,000 package. So you see the differences in, a lot of people say they want to retire from their job. They want to make $100 a day. If you want to be at about $100 a day, this is the ideal package to, because you have $97 a day, $97.50. And this passively without you telling nobody anything. You see what I'm saying? So that's what I'm saying. Like right now, with the price being as low as it is, if you're getting a package like this now, think about when that thing go to 50 cents, when it go to $1. Look at how much money that is. That's almost 1,900. If it go to 50 cents, that's half that a day. But then if it goes to $1, that's $1,950 a day. See, that's the type of stuff I look at. If it just go to $1, you're looking at 1,950 coins per day. That's $1,950 every day. You know, because we're getting it at the lowest point right now. And see, that's what people got to really understand and realize, that these big packages right now, a lot of people say, man, I wish I was in Bitcoin when it was 10 cents, and 5 cents and all this stuff. Okay, you got your opportunity here because what MindExCoin is going to do. Regardless of what the naysayers say, regardless of what anyone say, why is your faith at? That what you believe in. That's why when I first started this business, when I talked to people and then they wasn't like they was interested or whatever, I kept going, but I used my own money. And then by me using my own money, it did what I needed to do, regardless of what other people said. You see what I'm saying? You got to use your own judgment. And then with me being a master trader, that helped me a great deal because I understand the crypto world. And I understand what's happening in the crypto world. Right now, we so far behind of the Asian market, it's ridiculous. The Asian market is killing in crypto.
Brian, one other question.
Mm-hmm.
I have an opportunity to do something with, I know this may be, but it's not. It's a roundabout kind of way to actually build my my MIC. Since you say that you're a master trader, with the market, the stock market, as well as crypto.
No, it's mainly crypto and Forex.
Forex. Okay, Forex. So do you trade options?
Yeah, I trade options. I can do all that, but my specialty is crypto.
Okay.
That's what I'm saying. I'm good at, I can trade metals. I can trade all that stuff.
Okay, because what I was going to say is just, well, maybe I know you're busy. God knows I kind of cringe when it comes to trying to pull you, to myself. I do. But I mean, it's just there are opportunities that I have that I could actually take a roundabout approach in order to fund more into my MIC accounts. Anyway, we'll talk when we're on. It's just in the stock market, but I have no idea, no clue of what to do in that regard. And if you're saying you're a master trader, then I'd like to look at that as an option, because I probably can do something as far as getting some funds to grow, or even with what I have in my other wallets. I got 12 different other wallets. Maybe you can help me build it. And maybe you have some insight as to which cryptos are the ones where I could kind of put a few dollars in, build that thing up, and then pull out enough to be able to fund a pretty good amount here with the on the 4 count.
Okay, well, we'll talk about that offline. With that stuff.
Yeah. Okay, perfect. Thank you.
Well, other than that, we've been on here a while, so I'm just going to ask, are there any other questions, concerns, or anything about what y'all seeing? Because, like I said, this is just...
You cover the Benz Club points.
Huh?
The Benz Club points.
No, I haven't really went over that just yet because Juan Carlos and me is going to have a conversation in the morning or maybe later tonight about a lot of things because a lot of things change. That's why they're not really showing the Bench Club points on the PowerPoint anymore because we got a lot of things. And this is going to be this is going to be key. This Mindex coin rental, that's what I'm saying. You all need to get back routine because this is going to be huge.
But we got to, so the Mindex rental, I know it's up there, but we got to find out what it entails, right?
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. I want to get all the detail from the little sneak peek, what I got of it is it's going to be huge for the people that got a lot of Mindex coins. So it's going to be very instrumental with our bill of terrors. So that's what I'm saying. After this Miami event, there's going to be some major things going to be happening. So that's why I say everybody needs to be in Miami for sure. So, but we'll get into all that type of stuff.
Brian.
Huh?
This is Ernest.
Yeah.
Listen, I just got a quick question as far as the Line A card. I was on the call last night, and as far as us ordering that, I've seen two different prices. And what is the price on that?
What you mean? It's $199. It's 3,890 coins, James. I forgot.
I think it's $39.80, and then you paid it $35, if I'm not mistaken.
Yeah, $39.
I say I look at it this way. I say have you a little over 4,000 coins to take care of it. 4,000 Mindex coins at least. That's what you're gonna need.
Okay, so we're not buying it with a card. We have to do it with our MIC.
Yeah, remember this. We totally decentralized, so we do everything with cryptocurrency.
Exactly.
Okay. But that's a good thing to go ahead and order. I think it was 90, and then the guy came on and said 120 days because of the
Yeah, it's 120 calendar days. And what it is 120 calendar days because of the Visa logo thing. So that's coming. So like I said, that's why I said we using Mindex as more of a 401. Everybody needs to be participating in direct trade. And preferably, if you have the liquidity to do it, put $1,000 in direct trade and then get as big as package as you can get in Mindex. At least try to get 100,000 package at the minimum. Then upgrade. And all I've been doing is compounding like if you look at this here, all I did, I went from 50 to 100 to basically 150, and I'm finna compound again. This is gonna be 250 probably by Friday. It'll be 250 in this position right here. So that's all I've been doing. I've just been using the network gains and the different trading that I'm making, and I'm just compounding it in, and it's buy more as it goes. So about between now and Friday, I'll go, and if I have to go use 50-50, use these coins, because this will probably be about another 10 or maybe 20,000 coins, and I might go buy another 20,000, add another 50,000 coins to this. So that's pretty much what I do, like compounding in, and I'm making all my packages. So the ideal thing is if you have a million coins packages, you're gonna be making basically right about 15K a month.
Hey Brian, I got one quick question about the 50. How do you know if you got 50-50? What? Like if I were going to upgrade to 20,000 package, right? And I know I would need 10,000. No, I would need 5,000 coins. I'm already at 10,000. I would need 5,000 from the back home. 5,000.
If I know I'm going to upgrade this to another 50,000, I'm going to show y'all an example right now. So I'm going to go to upgrade.
All right.
Okay, now, see, to go there, once you get to 100,000, you can't do nothing but 50s. That's how you can lose. Once you get to 100, you can upgrade 10. So I'm just going to do a 50,000 upgrade. So I'm going to do 50 on back office, generate order. Now, as you see, this is how much I got. I got 55. See, I need 25, and I need $1,250. So in this particular, I can't do 50-50. But what I'm going to do, since I got the other positions, I want to copy this invoice number, and I'm going to take this invoice number to my top position, and then I'm going to use my dash, because I got dash, direct trade, and all this stuff, and I'm going to use my balance in my top position to eat that 1250 up. You see what I'm saying? So once I eat that 1250, then I can do the other 25 from the exchange. So I can go buy 25,000 coins from IDEX or DigiFinance.
Yeah.
And once I buy that from there, I can send that here. Did that make sense, or did I lose you? Or you good?
I understand from DigiFinance. How can you take? How can you take it? Like I see you copy the invoice. So
yeah, you copy the invoice. Like right now, I copied this invoice. Now see 63800. I copied it. Now I got to go up here and I got to log out of this because this is my other position. I got to go in my other position. Then when I go in my other position, I go to extra. And then when I go to extra, it's going to come up. I can go to orders.
Yeah.
Then when I click order, it's going to pop up once I click orders. For some reason, it's not working on this deal. But when you click orders, another link, there it comes. Okay, here you go. Then once you click order, you go find order. Then you're going to paste it right here. Then when you paste, you find order, and then they're going to pop right back up.
Yeah.
Yeah, but this position. Oh, well, see, I can't because this is not in my network or whatever, but it's down here really, you see, because it's the same. I didn't go into nothing different, but I said go order right there.
Oh, wow. So you could go on somebody, like just say, if I wanted to upgrade my second position, but my first position had coins in there enough to cover the 50-50, I just I copied invoice from here, then log into my main account, and then find order, then paste that in there. Then I can use my coins from that main account back office to pay it.
Exactly.
Wow.
Exactly. That's what I do. That's what I mean. I compound my money. Exactly. So you learn something.
Dang, man. Do y'all see how serious this is? Wow. So, for instance, let's say somebody's second account had, they had this is powerful.
Sorry, I'm kind of lost.
My position got all these coins because I use my top position. They got a lot of dash because I'm making a lot of dash from my top position, but I'm still using the dash to upgrade my Mindex in my other positions. You see what I'm saying? That's what I mean by compounding, like how I'm doing it. And then I'm a trader. I'm trading from the other side, and I move coins back over here from there from trading too. So that's why I'm making so bigger moves while low.
Wow. I'm gonna do a video on that and just I believe I got it. So I just make a video explaining just that part so to show people how to do that.
Hey,
Transfer
John.
It's easy.
Yeah.
Yeah, you transfer through all like that. That's why I said when you got a tri pack like that, it's easy to build all of them up simultaneously if you working, but you got to go and put some money in your top position so it can create you the coins. You know? And then everything else take care of itself. It's you building it.
Hey, John, can we?
So
I would like to talk to you later about that because I didn't get it. All right.
Okay. I had to catch it. I caught what he said. I did. This is powerful. The whole key is finding order. You notice he copied the invoice of this account, right?
Mm-hmm.
So what he did, he went into his other account that has the coins already sitting there that could be withdrawal. So all he is find. Then they got a section in orders that say find order, which you can find in an order that's in your downline, and you can pay. Right? Ain't that right? Brian, you could pay anybody's invoice.
Yeah, anybody 50/50 organization, exactly. Yeah.
Wow.
Okay, I have a question.
Mm-hmm.
My question is, I was trying to order the line card, and I hit the 50-50. I have
You can't
like
do
about,
50, you can't do 50-50 in the line card. You got to do the full amount in the line card.
oh,
So you have to
really?
just go Mindex in there that you need and just pay it. See, like on that, you just go right here where you did that, click this, go to Mindex Pay, and then they're gonna shift over to Mindex Pay. You can just open up, see 50,000 coins. Now when I open it up at that, open Mindex Pay checkout, and you see it's gonna be like that. See, that's 2,000 because it's out of nickel in here.
Okay.
So you copy the address, you send it to DigiFinesse or whatever, you send your coins back or IDAX, you send it back, or your Mindex wallet, you send it back.
Okay.
Now see, the unique thing about this, once the Mindex Pay come out and it's really activated, you're gonna be able to pay with any of these currencies. Like if you got any of these currencies, you can pay with Mindex Pay. And that's why I say when it's making the Zeal Pay, it's gonna be able to be just like that because you can pay with all your cryptocurrencies to anyone in the world from here. That's what all this stuff is meaning right here.
Okay.
It's getting ready. That's why some people don't really understand how powerful this thing gonna be once it gets ready to really run. We just in the infancy stages. We just an embryo right now. We're not even much a fetus, ready to go. And we in at the basement of all this stuff happening. That's why I say if everybody stay focused and just get their positions up and follow the leader, everybody gonna make so much money, it's gonna be insane. But are there any more questions? I know that's a lot of information. Is there any more questions?
On that note, that's probably a really great way to stop because yes, we would like to make an insane amount of money, and we absolutely thank you, Brian, for sharing all these extra hints and tips. And I'm so glad that John caught that how to pay for another thing with another invoice number, and because some of us do have multiple accounts, so that will be wonderful to see what he does with that. Thank you so much, everybody. Appreciate all the cooperation, all the questions, and Brian, we look forward to having you back next week.
Okay.
Yes.
Well, everyone, good night, and man, I hopefully some of this helped y'all, and let's get y'all packages up.
Thank you.
Okay.
Thank you so much.
Thank you, Brian. Thank you, Joyce.
No problem.
Thank you, Joyce and Brian. Thank you.
Good night.
Good night, everybody.
Good night, everybody.